You know what we didn't do?
What?
Tweet.
Well,
Hi, everyone.
I mean, I'd take the blame for that, but I was already running late, so I just assumed everything was done.
No, that's fair. I thought I was all on top of things. Hey, everyone. Welcome to Rhythm Cafe here on the Mighty Loading Ready Live network, where I look at my phone and start a Siri shortcut. And then, when I'm done that, you'll know that it's time for us to play rhythm games.
This is Ian, by the way, if you don't know by now, and my name is Heather. So, we are the co-owners of this cafe, and it is now open. We got our drinks, we hope you've got yours, because we don't serve any here.
No, that's very important to remember. Okay, let's... Wait, look, it's you!
It's the chat.
You're going to be in this thing.
Also, if we live tweet while we're on the air live, then you get to see us tweet.
This is so...
And you get to be part of the photo, and that's just called community engagement. It's a very important part of being a streamer, I think, probably.
Do you feel engaged? I mean, you at home.
We're not part of the audience, so it doesn't matter if we're engaged. It matters if you're engaged. I think. Maybe.
Cosmophony.
We're playing a game called Cosmophony.
We are playing Cosmophony.
Cosmophony.
No!
Phony Cosmo.
Well, that...
Did you accidentally tweet under your account?
You know I did.
Yeah.
So let's do that again.
That's tradition.
3, 2... again!
Second tweet. This is great. I'm also going to get on my phone, because since we're doing this, we might as well go ham. I'm going to...
Hey, well, if you guys need to check some stuff on Twitter or on Mastodon or whatever, Instagram...
Don't check Twitter.
Whatever it is, you take care of that.
Actually, totally check Twitter and retweet that we're doing this amazing job that we're doing.
I'd ask you to retweet the well, I mean, you could retweet mine if you like. But.
I'm gonna host this channel because I'm here. On my channel. That is my channel, right? Yeah, that is. Good. Don't want to host somebody else's channel.
We're definitely not playing Cosmonauts, honey. Which is... Thanks.
Autocorrect. Thank you so much for helping us with our game titles.
Thank you so much, Autocorrect, for your continued support of this channel. Loading, ready, run. Playing Cosmophony. Tweet. And... duties are finalized and done! Okay.
Tweeted to the right account this time.
Yep.
So we're all ready to go.
Pushing the play button on the Cosmophony. And,
he wants to know if we want to go the fastest.
Oh, well, do I look like a hedgehog? Windowed? No, full screen.
Well, you don't not look like you don't belong in a universe that involves a hedgehog.
Graphics quality.
Have you done Dr. Robotnik as a costume yet?
I have not yet, and I think I could.
You probably could.
Yes. For those of you who are subbing, thank you so much for your continued support. We'll be reading those out at the end of the show, as is our tradition.
We like to give our show credits, and we like to put the subs in the credits. Oh.
That's loud.
That's loud.
Can you hear? Yes, we can hear you.
There we go. Okay. It does not like your controller.
No, it doesn't. We'll have to figure that out. Hello, stranger. Please listen to me. Okay. The gods entrusted me with control over the universe.
Oh, that's a terrible idea, probably.
Many movies have started this way. I was supposed to maintain the I was supposed to maintain the harmony, but I failed.
Oh no, this isn't secretly Danganronpa killing Harmony, is it? Because this is really bad if it is.
Yep, I fucked up. The entire universe collapsed.
Are you trying to do a Mickey Mouse voice to make this funny?
Not at all.
Okay.
Now I'm trapped inside this chopped-off pyramid. And nothing can bring me to life again. Well, that sounds like a challenge, doesn't it?
I don't want to bring them back to life. They were bad at their job.
Yeah. I'm trapped in here until someone does my job better.
Oh, just like regular work.
Can you do the impossible? Can you restore the harmony of this universe?
So there's that thing where you you get promoted until you can't get promoted anymore because you're not good at the job you've been promoted into, but they won't depromote you.
Yeah, the Peter principle.
Yeah.
That's
what has happened to this universe guardian.
Be the first to pass through the 5 fundamental way. Wow. There's some deep lore going on here.
Steven Universe on us now.
And rebuild the universe and determine its new destiny. So become Bungie.
Can we become Bungie?
I think we have to become Bungie is what the game is telling us. Alright, I really don't want to have to use the keyboard, but...
Is there not a...
Well, maybe we can try. Okay, so
a
thing is on.
Thing that allows us to...
Oh, okay, move the joystick axis for horizontal.
Oh, the Jaxis is correct for the joystick axis.
Vertical is... Mac left trigger. Guess that's that. Mac right trigger. Cool. Windows D-pad horizontal. Windows D-pad vertical.
Many people in the chat agree, Jaxis, and are going to call it that from now on.
Windows trigger left.
We're having an effect on our universe already.
Right. Okay. And these are... Oh, these are Mac for Macintosh? Fire TV. What the hell?
The inputs are interesting.
Let's try that again. So horizontal, vertical, D-pad, trigger left, trigger right. Okay, I think those are the only ones we're going to need, right?
Sure.
Yeah, that's... You know what? We'll find out. If not...
If it doesn't work, we'll use the keyboard. There's a skip button.
You bet. Can you hear me? Nope! No, sorry, we're continuing. Alright. Tutorial. Toot on game. Go right. Avoid the block.
Okay. Yeah, it's just showing us how it works.
Shoot the enemies.
Space and or down.
Okay. Okay, I can, in practice mode, I can rewind.
Okay, that's actually kind of a nice feature if you're trying to practice a specific thing.
Ooh, I can fast forward to later checkpoints. You jumped to the first checkpoint. Cool. Now try to reach the end, but beware each mistake means death.
Alright, so kind of a one-hit death sentence type game.
Yep. Thanks, DJ Salaryman. Now pink box. Well, let's...
Just hit normal?
Yeah, sure. Please find me. So A is the shoot, stick left and right. Pretty simple.
We're inside a banana. Now it's all you can think about, isn't it?
This is the longest banana I've ever thought of.
Well, when you're a nanobot...
That's true.
Bananas are much bigger.
Banana.
Very long tubes.
Ah. Ow. Okay, I'm gonna use the D-pad.
Can you use the triggers?
The triggers are used for rewinding and going forward.
Ah, okay.
Because the analog stick was, well, it's analog, so you may move farther than you intend.
Okay, so the shooting definitely seems on beat.
I mean, it can be, but...
Or is it just making that noise because you're shooting?
No, so they're coming out in such a way that you can shoot them on the beat, but you can shoot them anytime.
Okay. Because sometimes music games are like everything has to be on the beat, and sometimes they're just creating music and it doesn't matter what your action is. But it's hard to tell when you're not the one making the input.
Yeah, exactly. Whew. Oh no! Can I?
That starts you over the beginning.
Yep, because this is not practice.
The percentage in the corner's nice, though.
Yeah, nice to know how much you got left to do.
And how far you were when you died. It helps you recognize if you actually make any progress. Oh, I see. And the counter on the left hand is how many things you need to shoot. Okay. Or rather, how many things there are to shoot. Maybe you can just dodge enemies.
I haven't tried that yet, but I'm not willing to this late in the game.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's definitely a try at the beginning of the stage, so if you fail, you burn nearly halfway through.
Well, the music is good.
And I'm gonna assume that the black ring is
It looks like just a checkpoint.
The checkpoint.
Yeah.
Which isn't really relevant in this part of the game, so much as it is in the...
Would you like to give this a try?
Sure.
Good job. Great job. I'm just wondering why that orb at the top is sucking in so much black smoke.
Oh, maybe it's having a bad, stressful day and it needs those cigs.
So we're just lighting up triangles for them to suck down. That's what's going on. Gotcha.
Maybe. We might be getting rid of them, though. We might be getting rid of all the cigarettes in the world. And I'm okay with that as an option. Okay, so you don't have to run into these and hit them.
Okay.
Probably just don't get, like, a perfect score or something. Because there is that counter.
It'd be amusing if you had to loop through and get them again.
Oh, don't even joke.
Be amusing once, and then...
Never again would it be amusing.
Because we wouldn't play that game anymore. Oh no!
No! Okay, well this time I'm gonna get all the black parts. The little triangles. Because now I've decided we're playing some sort of flat world game, but we're like the third dimensional being, and we're taking out the triangles for some reason.
This is the second week in a row you've referenced Flatland on air.
Is it?
Yes.
Did I reference that last week?
Yes, you did.
What did we even play last week?
I don't remember either, but I do.
Last week was the Jungle Book. Why would I have referenced Flatland?
Maybe it was the week before that.
The week before that I could buy, but I don't think it was last week.
It's recent, though.
Flatland's really good.
Yes, it is. don't know about you, but right off the bat, I'm feeling like this has got that right level of difficulty for me. I'm feeling challenged, but I'm not feeling punished.
Yeah. I'm like, we're on level 1 though.
Yeah, that's...
So my concern, like, difficulty-wise, this is good, I think. What I'm concerned about is grading. Where, like, the bump.
Mm-hmm. Where...
The sliding of the curve.
Yeah.
The difficulty curve. I had that word in my brain, and then it immediately left and replaced it with a different one that I knew was wrong. Grading is how you do sizing for patterns.
Like,
on the rack clothing.
Oh, okay. Not like just...
It's called grading.
Not scraping people down until they're flat.
No.
Okay.
When you make like a master pattern a specific size, and then you use grading techniques in order to make the larger or smaller sizes, so you're not remaking the pattern each time. That was part of the fashion side of the school, though, and not the costume side, so I didn't get to learn that.
Costuming being a bit more for one particular person, I'm guessing.
Costuming is, yeah, a little bit more for one person, but it's also meant to be not necessarily proper sewing either, because it's about trickery. It's about getting your stuff done fast, because it's not normal clothing.
Right, and it doesn't have to last forever.
Nope, and depending on what you're making it for, it doesn't even have to look that good depending on what you're doing. Unless you're making stuff for like a really famous ballet company that can afford to have all their tutus made.
Right.
Because other ballet companies actually rent them from those companies, and so you have to make essentially outfits that can be altered for people to fit into.
Oh no.
For rental purposes, but that will last 20 years because they're so expensive, they're going to amortize it over that long.
How much are we talking then for that? It's like that sounds like a...
Oh, that's like thousands of dollars.
Okay.
And then those outfits actually have handlers that get rented out with them, I think. Okay, we can get hit by the enemy and bad things happen.
Yeah, do not touch triangles. Good. Monotony says they've been making themselves a winter cloak. Making lasting seams takes bloody forever compared to stapling.
Yep.
Yeah? Yeah.
But staples also poke you.
Staples just generally not good.
I have made stuff with staples, not in class though. Like, as much as I had a costuming teacher who was on about us about how you could do all these tricks of the trade kind of stuff, he never really taught us any of that because he was also actually a proper tailor.
Oh.
And so while he did work in costuming, he very much wanted us to not learn shortcuts, which is both bad and good in some ways. Like, we should learn fundamentals, but at the same time, he kind of enforced us to do those fundamentals when we were doing our
your project work?
The project work we were doing with the steampunk play we were working on for an actual show.
See, that's no good.
And that's not a situation where we should have been doing that, because they needed their stuff done cheap and fast.
Yeah, you're there to learn how to do the job itself.
Yeah. Oh, him and the costume designer though, they got into it a few times, which is hilarious. Because that doesn't seem like a thing he should have been doing, given that he's the instructor. Yeah, man, all the way. But glad you found me.
Bye. I think A will work for you there.
You can take my place now. I don't want to.
No. Do we have to live in the polyhedron?
Yeah, because as much as I complain that the place I live in is kind of small, That's smaller.
Yeah, one bedroom hedron, not exactly.
You have to kill me.
Wow! That's escalative.
I don't want to do that.
No.
I don't know you. I mean, granted that might make it easier, but I also don't want to.
There are games when I've run into this situation at the end of the game.
Look, I'm very lazy, and that seems like work.
Well, if I have to push a button to kill you. Nice!
Oh, hey. We unlocked...
Acid attack. We should probably do a practice on this one, right?
Yeah.
Because that last one was difficult. I mean, wasn't difficult, but it did take us a long time to...
Well... Neat. This looks neat. She kind of reminds me of that card one we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my costuming instructor did not like the costume designer way of doing things, because he was just like, he would give something to someone, just be like, just make it work, because that's what you're supposed to do, and so our instructor would get into fights with him about stuff. And then, you know, when you'd be like, I don't really like the fighting and the yelling stuff that seems to happen in this industry, he'd just be like, well, you know, passionate people. And I'm like, yep, sure. Turns out passionate people are loud and argumentative. And, yeah. And it's actually very true for a costume designer to often tell people to do things and not have, like, a thing drawn out in a way that can be made in, you know, it's like taking certain anime designs and being like, let's see you reproduce that because it looks impossible, right?
Please make this real.
Because a costume designer's job is to just design. They don't necessarily have to sew or have to know how to sew.
Right.
And so the ones that do sew often are self-taught or just do whatever the fuck they want.
So the costume designers are the idea people.
Yeah, but they're kind of amazing in that same way, because they're just like, well, I'll just do it. Because they've got no basis that's like, well, you gotta do it that way, right? But my instructor was very much on about how we had to be, like, proper in all the work we were doing, including there, so it was just kind of, he'd get mad about stuff and be like, no, I know he told you to do that, but you should do it this other way. And like, but we were told, and technically they're the ones in charge, even though you're, like, monitoring. Okay, but you also have control over my grade after this, so...
Yeah, it's
like when you get two managers who tell you conflicting things.
Not a normal situation.
This level looks neat, though. How are you enjoying it?
Pretty good. This is not nice. Not exactly the easiest.
I mean, you're at least going through all the different zones from the looks of it. Even after you...
Yeah. This part, it's kind of...
Because of the practice mode.
Too far.
She did tell us to kill her, right? Like...
Yep. That's what we wanted to do.
Now she's telling us not to. I'm getting some conflicting messages in this game. First, people want to be found because they've forgotten how to turn off Find My Friends, and then they don't like it that you found them, which suggests they turned off Find My Friends on purpose.
Like maybe they're just ghosting us personally.
I would explain some things about our friend. They're a ghost. Well, you did make it to Zone 9.
Yep. That's good. 16 deaths. Success in practice. Okay. I guess we try normal now. Did you want to give that
Yeah,
one?
I'll give that a whirl.
Great. I feel good about it. This is kind of rad.
We're in some weird fever dream.
And this is a very different aesthetic than the black and whiteness of the practice, and I like it.
I mean, I feel like you wouldn't want this in practice mode just because it would be maybe a little overwhelming.
Like, I can't stop right now even looking at the syringes in the background and fish.
No, I went the wrong way.
Oh no!
I was doing really well.
Yeah, you were 6/10 of the way through. So how are you enjoying the game so far?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
It makes me think of that car game we played that's kind of like this with the dodginess. But I like this a little bit better because even though it's got like that one-hit kill thing, I feel a little bit more in control of it.
Yep, and you're very, like, it gets you right back into the action immediately, which I like.
I mean, you kind of need to do that for a game that requires you to...
Yeah, if we were taken to a loading screen, raging would be happening.
If we were taken to a loading screen every time we died, I think we would have stopped playing by now, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because that can really kill the feel of the game. And the music is interesting. If it's all like this, I don't think I'm going to really remember a ton of it.
No.
But it's
also
not irritating, it's not annoying, it's not grating, and it feels interesting in the context of the game itself.
It also doesn't feel too repetitive either. Which is good, considering we have to go through these levels several times.
It's also not... Usually we get games like this and use a lot of really hard to look at effects.
This is very clean.
And this is not... Like, there's a lot going on, but it's not that same grading effect that some of these games get.
Yeah.
That you sometimes can't turn off. There's so far not been any like strobe lighting, which personally I'm cool with. I'm okay with like not every rhythm game having a weird strobe lighting effect going on.
So we have no desire to go be in the club, for if we were, we would be there instead of here at the cafe.
Yeah, we didn't make a rhythm club, we made a rhythm cafe.
Oh no!
No!
Wait, why goldfish, says G-Dwarf? I have no idea. Slop City says, you know, you could probably put the VOD of this game behind any episode of Kathleen's Brave New Faves and it would work even though the music's completely different. Yeah.
I thought that was what she did on her stream. I think she plays like videos of scenery and stuff that doesn't match the.
Oh yes, stock video and home video stuff.
No, why do I always want to go right? Why don't I want to do the meme and go left? Where does that meme even come from?
You know, I don't know.
Like the context of it.
I think it was.
Is it gaming related context or is it something else?
I think it was a lure streaming context, to be honest.
Chat, you've been around.
Yeah.
Explain our memes to us.
Oh, we have an answer in the room. Hello.
Hi.
Going left is something that chat would frequently tell Alex to do in like a survival horror game.
Okay.
Oh,
and
it's a Let's Nope thing.
Or like in Dark Souls as well.
Right.
And it's completely useless if you're continually running around.
Back when the chat delay was 30 plus seconds.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's the epitome of helpful.
Well, I mean, I knew that. I just didn't know if it was like if there was a different context in that regard.
Oh no, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. Apparently got started in Dark Souls. Thank you. That's great. I'm so glad we have
a lot of Dark Souls got played on the stream, so I imagine many things got.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hide this cursor behind you here.
My brain turns off, and it's just like, yeah, that line looks cool.
Let me see if I can do this here. I'm just gonna pull it out. There we go. Oh, just a second. Nope. Just gotta come out that way. There we go. I'm just gonna stick this. Nope. This is.
What are you doing?
So the cursor shows up on screen, and so I've been hiding it behind us.
Oh, okay. I thought you were trying to interact with the pictures in the.
Nope, just trying to pluck a mouse cursor from behind you and put it behind myself, and that was just not working at all.
No! I always want to go right, and it's the wrong direction.
Even though you now know a meme to remind you.
To remind me, yes, because we don't use Shoot, I don't remember the name of what we call like acronyms and stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the left chanting was definitely about Desert Bus meme, Sarah. You were correct there. Wow. Happy 4th anniversary of Too Many Cooks. It's been that... Yeah?
Hated that meme.
I liked the video. I would have... The memification of it, I think, was wrong because it was meant to be taken in as a whole.
No, I didn't like anything to do with that meme.
That's fair. Oh no, Sarah, I hate having to redo forms again due to lack of savings.
No!
No!
I was making progress! We're gonna be here all day, chat.
Wait.
What?
She was offering to help us.
But she doesn't want us to be here. She told us to go away.
It's true, but it could be a Yakuza difficulty adjustment scenario.
Did I get a further explanation of the words you just said?
Oh, so this is one of my favorite things about the Yakuza series of games, is that if you keep failing a boss fight, or a fight that you can't exit for plot reasons, the game will offer to turn down the difficulty for you.
Oh, interesting.
Temporarily. So it brings it back up when you're done.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like one of those beautiful, like, oh yeah, you're having troubles? Okay, well, let's get you through this and keep the game going. Oh.
It takes the visuals away.
Or it might have taken you back to practice mode. But it might just be the visuals too. We'll find out.
I feel like I got offered help, and then that person's version of help was making it so I can't see in color.
Yeah. Anti-Crepuscular says it does take you to practice mode.
So it's not so much helping.
Yeah, as it is just taking us out of the section which would allow us to complete.
How do we get out of practice mode?
Main menu. Normal? Normal.
Whoops.
1%!
Because if it's just going to be the same thing anyway, I'd rather have the trippy visuals around.
Mm-hmm. And to be honest, I'm really enjoying the, at least the name, DJ Salaryman.
I picture a Japanese businessman for that, even though that's probably not correct.
Yeah, heavily balding, but still has the hair on the sides. Big whiteout glasses, tie around his head.
Yep, always a tie around the head.
Yep.
Oh! Ran right into it. That's not what I was going for.
Just join chat. Is this the Rhythm Cafe version of Gene Wilder's version of Willy Wonka's Tunnel? We'll say yes, but it goes on for a lot longer, so it has that over Willy Wonka. And the chat is definitely providing us with some deep lore about DJ Salaryman.
Oh?
Yep. Saying you ask them if, Mr. Q-Bear says, you ask them if they'd ever consider doing DJing as a job, because it's their hobby. They'd be very polite and say, no, I could never leave my company, they need me. But at night, they definitely come back to do all the DJing, dropping sick beats, then drops in general.
No, I went the wrong way.
Oh!
The nice thing about DJ Salaryman is he's a real nice guy. Like, you'd think he'd be all business, but clearly he's not.
Mm-hmm.
He has fun in his work. Takes pride.
Yep. And it's all about feeding your family.
And what I bet you didn't know is he found every single one of those goldfish a good home.
Huh. What a good guy, that DJ Salaryman. Some say it's that his beats are fat, but really the fatness is in his heart.
Yeah, he's got some medical bills to pay
Yeah, he
over
really
that.
does.
But, you know, he's getting there. He's doing all right.
Doing his best.
The funny thing is, I'm as much as I'm having difficulty doing this, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, right?
And that's really good.
Pete, DJ Salad Man is a very different DJ, and he works mainly in the in the medium of chopped leaf vegetable.
Yeah, but he's got a real good beats in there.
Oh, his beats are fantastic. Sweet and
sometimes a little crisp.
Mm-hmm.
But always fresh.
Never soggy. So good! DJ Captain Achu. I've never watched this stream before. I feel like my name is appropriate for the conversation right now.
Welcome to the lore.
Well, DJ Captain Nacho, if your beats are as spicy as your name suggests.
You know what? With all these DJs, there has to be some sort of essentially like DJ Justice League type deal, like Super Friends, doing good in the world, helping people with them beats.
My memory of Full House isn't as good as maybe it should be, but DJ was one of the Tanner kids, right?
Wasn't he wasn't he an uncle?
No. There was a musician uncle, but I thought one of the kids' names was DJ. I thought the older sister. Thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
It's like I don't remember.
Yeah, Stephanie, DJ, and
the Olsen twins.
Double child. Yes.
The single Olsen twins.
Yes, I know.
I honestly have not seen that show since, I don't know, I probably watched it after school or something. That was one I only saw on TV.
Since 5 p.m. 1997.
I know there was like Fuller House and all of that on like Netflix or something, but I tried to watch Friends on Netflix because I'd never really seen a lot of it, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that could be some good, and some of that really is not that great in this day and age, so I didn't really think I felt the need to watch Full House or some old shows that were fine at the time, but I don't know if I care about it anymore.
It doesn't really matter if you don't look. Yeah, I don't feel like Full House had the cultural impact to be necessary watching or even worth rewatching. Future. Like Fresh Prince might be worth watching again.
I would disagree a little bit on some of the episodes. It's just not. It's definitely parts of it are definitely like different from what I remember. I'm getting better.
Yeah, no, you are getting better.
Like, what was it? Cam asked you the other day about a thing where he was like, "This I really loved as a child. I want to remember that it is good."
Ah, yes.
Right? Like he hadn't.
Star Blazers.
He wasn't watching the new one, and he was like, "I don't want to. I just want to know that it's still good because I remember it being good." And there are some old shows I don't like. I remember fondly, and because of that, I'm also like, I don't think I need to ruin my childhood memories.
I just want to point out.
Okay, yeah, that's a valid point.
Yes, but I want to actually highlight Alonzo Swift's comments saying that the Fresh Prince is not nearly as rich a well as Evangelion, that's for sure. And I wanted to bring that up just because I think you're the first person, at least in my knowledge, who has directly compared the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Shinseki Evangelion. No, it's something I think about as well, because I'm tempted to go back, especially since I didn't watch it regularly when it was on television, go back and rewatch Seinfeld, which I understand to be very much worth rewatching because it holds up so well.
Like, some things just don't work unless you're watching them
As
they come out because of the context that has kind of helped create that content.
Agreed.
Right?
I think Friends is definitely one of those shows.
Oh, Friends has some really bad jokes in it that do not... especially in regards to trans.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they made... I didn't end up watching that far, but I'm aware of one of the jokes. And it's apparently a thing.
Well, good.
And knowing it's there kind of bugs me.
Yeah. I just think as a pre 9/11 show about New York, it really doesn't highlight the current. It doesn't reflect current lifestyle.
Yeah,
and I think the trans
that's
thing is
true.
also. Okay.
Haha!
Nice. Growing pains? Wow.
Okay, you win. My death is the only way.
Wow!
I told you we didn't want to make it.
Yeah.
I'm ready now.
We're not gonna shoot you?
A knife just pops out underneath the computer, and I'm just like...
Jeez. Alright, let's give this a try. Firefunk
Ooh,
by
Firefunk.
Salaryman.
Go against the flow of life, beyond the beginning of time. Alright, probably will flash now.
Cool. Oh wait, need to hide the pointer behind one of us. I'll leave that up to you.
I think you were successful. I can't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a neat beat. Oh, everything's pretty scattered though.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the difficulty curve on this game is not super steep, but definitely there.
You know, if you don't hit the buttons fast, also there's the pointer up there on the side.
Oh, that's
now
why I
it's
couldn't see it.
behind me.
Seems more like a difficulty staircase. Oh, cool flower thing.
Why don't real flowers do that more often?
Because it would be startling?
I might actually drop down to practice mode too.
That's fair. I have not played Super Hexagon on this stream. I have played Super Hexagon though.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a Rhythm Cafe stream. I have also. Yep, you know what? We're doing it right now.
I mean, I did some, because Corey was doing some work on that. Wasn't she? Wasn't that Super Hexagon?
No.
Or was that something else?
I think you were thinking, yeah, something else.
Okay.
I did buy the Super Hexagon LP. And Corey's, one of Corey's friends is...
I thought she was doing some of the testing for the VR.
No, that was, that was different than Super Hexagon. I can't remember the name of it now.
Oh, okay.
But, Super Hypercube. That's
Right, okay.
It's shape and super. I can see why you would be...
Yeah. So many video games that I know of end up overlapping with like so many people I know, or kind of know who know, and when they put the same words in some of their titles, I actually get confused.
There we go. Now we're in practice zone. In the green orb zone.
There was a game that was submitted to us that I sent to Graham for watch and play that we're not playing here. That seemed much more like a rail shooter. And I don't know if somebody submitted that on purpose thinking it was a rhythm game or if it was meant to be kind of a joke. But I submitted it to the appropriate authorities. I don't think they've played it yet, though.
The appropriate authorities. Oh shit. This is not going to be an easy one, Heather.
I mean, I didn't really think it was going to be easy from the get-go on this. Look at all those pulsating teeth in this banana mouth.
Why?
They're everywhere.
Teeth.
The rhythm game, let me see if I can find the forum. I really should see if I can get Paul to give us a proper link to it at some point. But I know I had it on the forums, so I can go find it.
Okay, this is not...
I think it's this one? Yes, it's this one. It's been so long since I've been to the actual forums that I kind of almost half forgot how to navigate them. There. That is our suggestion link. If you have Rhythm Cafe games that you wish to submit them there. We do look at that forum every now and then. We have played a bunch of games.
Yeah.
I used to have a place that kind of kept up on what those games were. You're probably better off just to check the wiki, the Loading Ready Run wiki. Yeah, Lure has forums, Tinkerbell. It's just they're not used very much these days. Most people hang out on the Discord instead.
Oh, things have changed, Heather.
Oh, there was a speed change there. Did you just do that, Sarah? Cool, thank you. Sarah made us a bang rhythm command
Hey!
with the forum on it. Sarah's great.
She does good work. Ugh. Okay, how do I... Boom, 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 boom. Oh my god.
You know it's a good one when you have to start doing that. At least I think so. Every rhythm game I play, if you watch, if I get really intent on, I start doing counting.
Oh. Oh. Okay. sometimes yeah, I'm going to blame the controller here for a bit and say that sometimes when I'm doing the turns, it does a double tap.
Yeah, I'm not usually fond of, that's why I was asking if the triggers were working, because I'm not usually fond of stick for rhythm games sometimes.
Yeah, I think I might actually...
Keyboard might actually be easier. Plus then we get some clicking to go.
Yeah.
Hope you're into clicking. This is it's not necessarily ASMR friendly what we're doing.
Nope.
But it's here.
Can I get all the way up there? Nope, that's death
No,
zone.
you can't, which is why when I was trying to go left or right on those squares, because I really did have to go left in that one level.
Oh, too many.
There's a certain amount of, I feel like there's a certain amount of DDR-ness to this game where you have to kind of get some muscle memory in.
Figure one thing out, put it away.
It is also 5, so if you want to take a break, whenever you want to take a break, we can do that.
Now seems like a great time for that.
Alright, cool. Did we want to clear out the subs before we go on?
Absolutely.
Alright.
Slazak, brand new subscriber. Thank you for joining the channel.
And Solipsity for 8 months in a row. Bit late here, but the heck, I'll take a rhythm latte to go. Extra frothy.
Good.
Oh, I like your message.
Gonna be frothy one. Angry Optimist with 22 months in a row. I can't think of anything funny to say. I really like LRR and it's become my favorite show here. So thanks.
Aw.
Thank you so much, Angry Optimist.
I never think anyone likes our show that much. That's so awesome.
Despite all of the evidence in the
I know
country.
people say it all the time, but I'm just like, nah, we're just the niche rhythm show.
Thank you so much.
Sir, 85 for 13 months in a row. Electronics and astronomy both are needed. Oh well, here's to 13 months of getting the wrong pronunciation every time.
Viking N.
Pulsar. Type Pulsar 85.
Probably Titanium Pulsar 85.
I think.
Oh wait, if it's electronics, what would TI Texas Instrument Pulsar? Maybe. Tell us what the TI means. We'll try to keep our eyes open. Maybe you'll get it to us before we finish these subs. And Viking Engineering, subscribing for 2 months in a row, again proving that that engineering is important to Vikings.
Drazoth for 27 months in a row. Here's my 3rd sub, baby. So I cannot have to care for it while I do some online quizzes.
Nice. It was Texas Instruments. I was right. Fox Fire, subscribed for 9 months in a row. What should I name this sub baby? Paul is the first name that came to mind.
It is how we keep the Paul clones going.
Correct.
As
other people's babies.
30 months in a, don't tell Paul. SAGers for 30 months in a row. Coming soon to TTSF. Heather makes a costume for Lure. No.
We kind of did that already too. You made.
I made the sweater.
Yeah.
Outfit for the Friday Night's Devil, the two-headed giant game.
Yeah, you did.
That
was weird as hell. And you made a hat pattern on
I
the show
did the hat.
Yeah.
I don't know where that went, but I had made it.
Still have to bring you back for more. Thundercats 1 just subscribed, brand new subscriber. Thank you so much.
And an also new subscriber, Ninja Sousaphone.
Ooh, sousaphone.
Sousaphone.
That's the thing that person is holding.
It's the sous chef of instruments.
It is.
New subscriber, thank you. Welcome to the channel.
And we want to thank the Maricat for their bits, congratulating us on winning something, I'm sure.
And tell Nairor for 100 bits. I would watch Rhythm Cafe more, but it's really dangerous for my budget.
Wow. Today's game is $5, so hopefully that's well within budget. But otherwise, good luck.
Yeah.
Thanks so much. Let's.
We're gonna take a commercial break, and then we'll be back to ram our heads against this level some more.
Yep. Don't go away.
We're back.
We're back. We're gonna keep doing this until
the rhythm will continue until Ian makes it.
Until more. No. Heather, I want to go home. Not right now.
But Ian, you can't go home. You've got no home to go to. You're on a reality TV show.
I already did that this year once. It was fun, but... Oh, man. So, how was your break?
The one we just took?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Hanging with Matt in the other room. Chatting.
Oh, I was, I'm going to ask if you want to give this a try, because I don't feel like I'm going to get to the end of this, but do
We're
you
still
think
in the practice mode.
Yeah.
Like, what the thing I worry is we'll make it through practice mode, and then we got to do it all over again in real mode to actually unlock the next song.
Yeah. So I don't think we...
It's spacebar to...
Yes.
Okay.
I was just in awe of what's coming. Which is a hole. Big hole.
What would you name a Tanuki mascot?
Like a mascot for Tanukis? Or...
A mascot that is a Tanuki. Which one?
And what's the mascot for?
Yeah, if the mascot is not for Tanukis, but it is a Tanuki, what is the mascot for?
Because I've got a great name for a Tanuki-based mascot, but...
So it's a mascot that is a Tanuki. I'm gonna have to wait a few seconds for the answer for the other question. An anime and board game club.
I'm gonna stand behind my answer, Rocky Balboa. Or sorry, Rocky Balboa.
Balboa.
Yep. Because the Rocky, because I think it's a reference to Hockey and Rocky, which was a Tanuki-based game on the Super Nintendo, and Balboa because Tanukis have large testicles.
Yeah, no, I figured out that second part. I've seen the whatever anime about Tanukis.
Tanuki Pompoko?
Yes, that one. I knew you would know which one I was talking about, because there's only the one.
Yep. Well, there's a series about Tanuki, too, which is translated as the Eccentric Family.
Yeah, I tried to watch that, and I didn't... Like, for some reason it didn't grab me.
Same here.
And then, like, literally the sequel to it came out, the second season of it, and I was like, oh, this show sounds awesome. And I went to watch it, and I was like, these characters look familiar. What is up with this? And then I read a thing, and I'm like, oh, it's
The second season
it's the second season of this show. Why didn't I watch that show? And I went and I looked, and I'm like, oh no, I tried to watch this show. I don't remember trying to watch this show. What happened? So, yeah.
This is gonna be rough.
Because the description of it and the character designs and everything for that show feel like my jam. But for some reason I retain no information about it. It's like trying to watch Monogatari series for me. I don't remember when I watched them. They just do not stick in my brain.
They're a hard one to keep in the head.
And by the way, because I'm sure we'll get this question in the next, 3 seconds. Anno Annie is almost done. I'm trying to get it up by tomorrow.
Thank you. That's not too late.
It was exporting yesterday, and Final Cut likes to take forever once it's the last 5%. I need to make sure it actually exported properly. Because if it didn't, I gotta redo it. I also have to redo the Friday night paper fight VOD. A lot of VODs this week have been temperamental. Partially because we had that weird internet day.
Oh, yeah.
Which didn't help. And then I think Friday night had a tech thing happen where they had to take the stream offline. And I had to fight with the last live VOD way too many times for my liking, and that one was YouTube's fault. It's been a rough week in terms of trying to get my work done. Which has only been annoying because I have much other work I have to do before the event happens.
The event. We do not talk about the event outside of the event.
Yes.
God.
Why would we?
Sorry, no, I'm just... realize that's the parlance you use on that Mitchell and Webb look for their post-apocalyptic game show segments. Do you remember the time before the event? Yes, do not talk about the event. Do not go outside. All these things are applicable to the event.
I mean, the potential lies I might be able to get stuff done during the event, but I don't trust that they won't take my computer away for the event, so... Since there's other like background work I want to do during that time.
I just got in the wrong place there.
Yeah. No, that happens. We all sometimes get in the wrong place, Ian. It's okay, you get to start over.
That's good life advice. Hey kids, have you ever had a day where you haven't shot enough triangles? Maybe some teeth blocking your way. Don't worry, you can start over again.
I like that we're gonna keep calling those teeth. These pulsating teeth.
Yeah. Hubris. Right, it's one hit, one kill.
Yes. I feel like that should have sunk in by now.
It is. I mean, I always think, oh yeah, I'll just have to get through this part, and then, then I've got some smooth sailing. No.
Like, if you think about it, Thumper is kind of similar to this style of gameplay. And that one was 2-hit kill.
Yep. Luxury.
I really do need to get that game. I know it's out on the Switch now, and I feel like I'd really like it with a console control set, handheld, so I could get frustrated on airplanes.
I mean, Heather, you don't need Thumper to do that. Not on airplanes.
No, I only get frustrated at the airport while going through security. Once I'm on the airplane, I'm usually fine.
Spoken like a person who is not 6'2".
Hey, being on an airplane is the only time being short. It has some perks to it.
Well, that and you get that Randy Newman song named after you. Though I don't necessarily consider you short either.
I guess it's probably I'm not super short.
Yeah.
I will claim that is true. But you do understand that every single person, other than Kathleen, that I work with, I have to look up to talk to, including Corey. Kate is the same way. Every other girl I know is actually on the taller side, and so I just I'm short now. It's kind of the only answer I can get. I must be short. But really, I guess I'm probably more average, and everyone else is just a giant.
Yeah, there is a bit of a bias towards height here at Loading Ready Run.
I do the same thing, Sarah. When I meet people who are like eye level with me, I'm just like, holy crap. I can look at this height. This is weird and unusual. Oh, and now I've thought of it. This is just going to be the only thought in my brain for the next 30 seconds. Hope they don't ask me anything important.
Too many pushes! The nice thing is we're still only averaging an hour per level, so this is good.
How many levels are in this game?
Well, more than 2, so...
Okay. Very important for our stream calculations. I believe we're doing a different game next week, though. We could use this definitely as a
filler game?
A filler game, though.
Yes, we could.
Do sometimes end up with games that really only take an hour. Actually, no, I'm gonna look up how long people have said this game takes. And then probably feel bad. Completionist, 2 hours. Yep. Lies.
Yep.
That's not an average. It's harder when you're streaming and chatting. Yeah, probably. My favorite thing was, there's like that clip of us talking about trains during that car one we did.
Yeah!
And I was making up all kinds of lore about trains while playing the game.
And you don't remember any of it?
No, I remember all of it. But Beej was watching the clip and he was just like, are you playing while doing all of that? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, how? And I'm like, I don't know. Just turned my brain off.
That's how the trains come out.
Trains can't come out of your brain if they're closed. Or
you have to open your brain. Let the trains out.
Let the trains out. Woo! Woo!
Choo, choo, choo.
Choo, choo. I forgot what sound train makes when I went to do that for.
What does the train say?
Who?
What? Slim Shady.
Ah.
Yeah,
the real Slim Shady? Please stand up?
Yeah, which is something that trains can't do.
You're right, they can't. Unless they're robots in disguise.
Or alternatively, go with me on this journey. We just replace some of the wheels in the train with feet.
Only some of them, though.
Yeah, so like the locomotive gets like a wheel at the front and the wheel at the back.
Good, yes.
To keep it on the track.
Yes.
And like the cars get wheels. But every other powered wheel on the train is just feet.
Now, is this a situation where it's like the traveling mimic chest from like Terry Pratchett, where the feet are definitely attached to it, or is this like the Flintstones, where the passengers have their feet stuck through the thing and they're helping the train?
Oh no, I'm thinking that this is a case of the passengers get to just ride. They're along for the ride.
Okay.
Those feet are definitely part of the locomotive.
Okay.
But they are definitely flesh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, would you say they all wear the same shoe?
No.
Or are they all the same size feet?
Oh, they're all nude. Like
okay.
Just hair and toenails.
Oh, hairy feet.
Yep.
So like
their shin too.
Like hobbit feet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I like this world we've created. It's full of foot odor.
Yeah, you gotta wash them when you get to the station.
Like Phantom Beige flesh golem trains?
Yep.
Yes. I realized like all of that conversation was super bad for the game you were playing, but it was so much fun.
No, I'm that's the sort of conversation I can have with my brain off. When you don't have to think about the ramifications of the words you're saying, you can say anything.
So is it still referred to as a train, or does Feet Train have a special name all of its own?
Oh no, it's just a new type of train that you have to ride because it's the only train around.
Feet locomotive. A feat of locomotion on a locomotive made of feet. The future. It's here.
Also, the trains breathe.
Well, of course they breathe. How else do they make smoke?
Like, it's not a chugga, it's a...
Well, yeah, because the whole thing is you want the train to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
So all that smoke can come out. Because, as we know, trains are heavy smokers.
Yep. In fact, there's no coal. You're just shoveling nicotine, or it's like tobacco, into the train hopper.
It's very unhealthy.
Yeah. Which is why the trains only, live for a couple of years.
And which is why some of them have moved on to being electric trains.
Yep.
Which
Wait.
actually just vape.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. They vape that nicotine. They don't inhale.
Yeah, it's much healthier for the train,
Well,
and much healthier for the train's feet.
The long-term science hasn't been.
It's true. We haven't really checked out the effect on trains yet.
But it does seem promising.
And it comes in much nicer smells.
Mm-hmm. And you'll find these trains are much quieter in general, just because the heavy breathing is a little bit less loud than the steam hissing. Now, you may be thinking, oh, these trains with so many human, things, they're going to have faces like the old Isle of Sodor, right? That's where you're wrong. These trains have no face because they're not people. They're just trains.
Yeah. They don't have feelings.
Nope.
They don't feel pain. They just have a lot of feet. And it's very useful because we all know you can walk 1,000 miles
Yep.
on feet. First you start with 500, and then you do 500 more.
But
that gets you to the door.
But that is per foot. So if you've got 30 feet.
Yeah, that's 30,000 miles to doors, specifically.
Door-to-door travel.
Door-to-door travel on a train, on a feet train.
I think we're really going to help some people with this. Not sleep. This is not going to help people sleep.
No, I don't think that's true. We said there was no face on our trains because they're not people. So this isn't one of those Thomas the Tank Engine scary dream things that I've seen floating around the internet. We don't have that in our foot train world. I mean, Thomas the Train Engine exists in our foot train world, but he's kind of more part of a horror movie universe within our world, as opposed to being actually real in our world. He's a fictional character still.
It's fine to to play make believe and put wheels on trains. That's
a real thing.
It's science fiction.
All of it.
So how is our viewership doing after that?
Oh, I think they all ran away. No, there's definitely still some people here.
Okay,
they're all chatting. Let's see.
Gonna get there.
Attack on train yard. Mm-hmm. Nice. No faces, just feet. Giving foot traffic a new meaning.
Ooh, that's good.
That's very good.
Foot traffic sounds like a good possible name for our...
Elon Musk's new project is Feet Train, and they call it Foot Musk.
I think you'll find it. My name is pronounced Ian, not Elon.
If trains have feet, do they get the same right of way as pedestrians?
Oh no!
No. They have tracks. That's what the wheels are for.
Yeah.
They have wheels on the front and wheels on the back and feet in the middle.
And that keeps them on the tracks.
Yes. The wheels don't do anything except keep them adhered to the tracks so that they don't fall off.
Yeah, if you had no wheels on there and no tracks, that train would just go anywhere.
Yeah. And we don't want that. Have you seen how fast a train with 30 feet can go on it?
Wreck your house.
Like, it's amazing. Think of the Flash. Now think faster. And faster.
And larger.
And then add 30 extra feet.
Yep.
But also a train. It's really fast. And you need them to stay on the track because of that. In fact, that track goes through the sky. We have sky feet trains.
Sky tracks.
Sky tracks.
Yep.
Because we know people can't fly, and we know people can't use their feet to go on the tracks.
Well, flying is horrible for the environment.
Yes. If you have wings and you fly, it's just horrifying. The environment can't take it. It's very ticklish, and all those feathers will get in its nose. Which is why we don't fly. We take the sky train with the feet to get us home from door to door. It's very clear. It all makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. Now, what people don't know is that we've got these trains running on photosynthesis as well, so that they breathe in the carbon dioxide and exhale clean, fresh oxygen.
Yes, it's very good now. We also made all of that track out of lightweight bamboo, which is a fast-growing product, so you know we're really eco-friendly.
It's a grass.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's why it grows so quickly.
Neat.
I mean, it's one of the reasons why it grows so quickly. Yeah.
Corn is grass, too. I'm just learning so many things.
I feel like I'm making progress.
I think you are. I mean, I haven't been watching the numbers, but I believe you.
Yeah. I mean, we got it to 60 once, and now we can reliably get up to 50%.
That's the real trick, is it's like, sure, there might be that one time you can actually get it up high, but if you can reliably get it to a certain area, then you know you're improving. I'm glad we turned this whole episode into a house of lies.
Yes, we did.
This has been a great episode. We don't usually go this extended on those.
Wait, you say that just after I talk about the fact that I'm making progress. Good joke. Good
As
jokes.
I said, I wasn't watching any of the numbers. So, is it a lie? Is it truth? We'll never know. There's no evidence.
Is it a lie or is it truth? There's no evidence, so don't ask.
You should rename your stream to House of Lies with occasional rhythm games.
I mean, the rhythm games are constant. That's at least one thing I can guarantee.
I mean, if we ever run out of rhythm games, we could maybe just start a stream called House of Lies so we can play other games. Or we don't stream games at all. We just put it under the just chatting category.
Just mukbang it up.
Sure, why not? It'll be like D&D, but without the roleplay. I mean, without the dice. Or the dungeons, or the dirt. So it's not really like D&D at all. I don't know.
Exactly 50%.
It occurred to me the other day that a Dune rhythm game would be terrible. You'd have to play without rhythm.
Ooh. I like it, actually.
I've read Dune, but I don't know that I understand the joke.
Oh, well, so if you walk with rhythm, the sandworm will come and
Right.
eat you.
Okay. That's very clever.
Weirdly, most people who don't know Dune only know the rhythm joke, actually, because of that one song by Fatboy Slim, I want to say? Weapon of Choice.
I'm sorry. Most people who don't know Dune only know the rhythm joke.
Yes.
They don't know the meme of the spice or any of that.
Yeah.
I don't believe you, because that's the only memory I knew before I read Dune.
Well, I think most people don't even know that the Walking with Rhythm is a Dune reference.
I mean, that I believe.
But it was part of a very popular song. And while the Spice Girls were around for quite a long time, not once did they make a Dune reference.
Oh, that would have been really cool. I would not have appreciated it at the time, but that would have been neat.
Yeah, this is Sporty, this is Spicy Spice, and this is the Kwisatz Haderach Spice.
They just called it the spice, didn't they? They didn't have a...
I believe it was called the Spice Melange.
So yeah, they should have just had a Spice Girl called Melange.
Yeah, that
would have been a reference that most people wouldn't have
gotten either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is
good.
Also super, just really lazy because if I'm correct in my remembrance, melange is just the French word for spice.
I thought it was for mixture.
It's for mixture.
Ah, thank you.
I was right! And I was just making up shit!
See, Matt, this is why I want to go over things before they get published, so I don't look like an idiot.
Homer's House of Unintentional Truth.
So we can just put this show on, I don't know, like a 3-minute tape delay.
I don't know if that would be enough.
Yeah, that's true. Some of our lies do go on for quite some time.
I mostly, like... The only thing I remember about Spice Girls was, like, was the knockoff song that they made one of those kid bands sing.
Oh,
where
Kids
they like,
Bop?
yeah, where they like family-friendly version them up. Because Spice Girls had a song that was like, "If You Want to Be My Lover."
Yep.
And the Kids Bop version of it was like, "If You Want to Be My Brother." It was really weird.
Yeah, if you want to be my brother.
That was like the only thing I think they actually changed about the lyrics.
They
as well.
would have had to change the second lyrics, I bet, too, for that. If you want to be
maybe.
my brother, you got to get with my friends. Oh, it's make it last forever. That's right, because I always misheard the next line there. Thought it was making love forever. Making love forever, comma, friendship never ends. But it's make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you want to be my brother, you have got to give. You've got to give. Taking these too easy, cause that's the way it is. So here's the story from A to Z. You want to get with me, you gotta listen carefully. There's B in your face, and mums, and space, and I'll ask for easy E. He's a real queasy. Look, I didn't listen to a lot of Spice Girls, but there's some things that get stuck in your head just because they're
Sure.
omnipresent.
I think I'd probably recognize most of the songs if I heard them. It wasn't like a band I went out of my way to listen to. But it was kind of everywhere within school because it was the band a lot of the girls were into at the time. Band. Group. They didn't play instruments. They sang, didn't they? That was like it.
So if I can recommend a podcast to people out there, not necessarily you because I know how full your podcast schedule is, but it's called Pump Up the Jam, and it's by Demi Lucio. Can't remember how his last name works, but it's him and another person. And you may remember him as the guy who does those videos of the 21st of September every September 21st.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he also does a lot of those fake Will Smith rap over the end credits.
Oh, okay.
It's a funny guy. But this podcast is taking songs that are bad or known to be not great and going through the lyrics line by line and fixing the song. It's called Pump Up the Jam. And for Halloween, they did an episode on the Monster Mash.
Oh, that sounds pretty good.
It's very good. Yeah, because that song, starting with the first line, I was working in the lab. It's like he woke up immediately. It was like forced to sing immediately after waking up and had to keep that voice for the whole time. But then they made their own version, which was Frankenbash. And you learn some very interesting things about various monsters. Turns out the Babadook is technically a child.
I mean, I can't say I've been familiar with the Babadook monster.
And where can you find that podcast, Vantabage? Why, you can find that wherever podcasts are found. I myself use a program called Overcast, which is free for iOS and my preferred podcast player. You can probably find it on iTunes or on any other reputable podcast directory.
Do you have a podcast you want to listen to? Check your podcast.
Yep.
It's in the podcast place with all the other podcasts.
Just don't go to Stitcher because friends don't let friends use Stitcher. They rehost people's podcast files and insert their own ads, which is
really
detrimental to the podcast industry as a whole.
That's not a.
It's not cool.
That's not cool. That's no.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I just use the podcast app that comes on my phone, and I can find most podcasts that way. But you said Overcast?
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard good things about that one.
Like the Apple Podcast app's pretty good too. But yeah, Overcast.
I mean, it's a lot better now.
Yes.
I will absolutely admit that the original podcasting app for the iPhone was butts.
Same here. Hot garbage.
But it is fine now, and that's just what I use.
And one of the reasons I like Overcast so much is that it has a feature that the guy who created it calls Smart Speed. And what it does is it very intelligently trims the spaces between words and between sentences, but not aggressively, so that you don't notice it. But
so it takes out some of the pausing, but not to an effect that maybe makes it sound clipped.
Exactly. And of course there's lots of gating and going in and out, so you don't actually hear it happening. And it works out to be about like a 1.2 to 1.3% time speed. So you actually end up saving a lot of time listening to the podcast without having it sound worse. And then they've got another a voice booster system, which does some jiggery pokery with levelization, equalization and compression that just makes spoken word stuff sound a lot better in general. And you can apply these on a per podcast level or just have global settings for them as well. Like,
neat.
There's some podcasts that Merlin's on that I turn both of them off because I know how Merlin sounds through 10 years of listening to him.
Yeah,
and I can tell.
It probably is weird if you...
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't really listen to a lot of his podcasts anymore just because I really don't have time and he's on so many of them.
Yep.
And frankly, while I think he's interesting, I find some of... When he's on this, like, a bunch of them week after week, he can get a little repetitive.
Yep.
Which is just human nature, right? But I did used to, for a while, put some of his podcasts on, like, 125 speed. Just because they also tend to be, like, 2 to 3 hours sometimes.
Yep.
And that's a bit long.
We're talking about Merlin Mann, by the way, for those, in case we didn't make that clear. He's an internet he's a guy who does podcasts who used to be an internet productivity guru.
He did a lot of work about productivity. Does not like being called a productivity guru.
He
even, I think, dislikes some of the work he originally did about it to a degree.
What he dislikes mostly is the way that the idea has been perverted.
For Inbox Zero.
Yeah, he popularized the concept of Inbox Zero.
Yeah.
And really got a lot of people into getting things done.
Yeah. Like, some of the podcasts he was on that were about productivity were ones that I really enjoyed because I listen to productivity podcasts not to actually gain productivity knowledge, because to be honest, I know how to be productive. I'm just not sometimes.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of like, oh, I need this tips and tricks or whatever. But if I listen to the right podcast about productivity, sometimes it's enough to make me feel jump-started into going and doing things.
This is what I like about podcasts, is that sometimes to me they just feel like I'm having I'm sitting in with some friends and listening to them have a conversation that I just don't have the ability to add to.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about certain productivity and other podcasts where, I know I don't need any help from them, but
it's nice to listen to. It depends on the mood I'm in too, right? Like I know there are some podcasts I listen to keep up on certain information. There's some gaming podcast type things I listen to keep up with portions of gaming that I want to hear about, but I'm not interested in necessarily playing myself. So I get to kind of glean some information about those games and stories. Oh, 69.
Nice.
That's a funny number. So I'm told. If you flip it around, it's the same. And
Yep.
we know the internet loves symmetry.
Yep. That's how I feel about this show, Ian, says Chicken Ants 11. Thank you. Because God knows we're not giving you any good advice about how to play rhythm games right now. Not that this is what that show ever was, but...
No, we were never about that.
Hey, also, you should probably check out the show called Corpline. It's pretty funny. I'm just realizing that, we're talking about podcasts, and I see a lot of people going out there trying to download episodes and find out about them.
Corpline, I've only actually listened to about half of the episodes that are out.
Oh, wow.
Because it's so the roughly 15 minutes is an episode length for that one, and that's like perfect in terms of what I wanted it for, which is something goofy but short, so that when I was visiting family and I needed to take a break and take my mind off of anything, I could go and hide for like 15 minutes and listen to an episode. Which is why I didn't listen to them as they came out. because I was saving them for like that kind of stuff, and then I basically just stuffed this in my family. It seems not intentionally. It's just that I didn't have to go do it. So I should maybe listen to some of those. I think I should start over though, so I can really remember the lore. And because I know it's probably in there, yeah, there's been, if you guys were watching, if you've seen the PAX West, I know they showed it off, I'm pretty sure they showed it off at PAX West, but I know they also just showed it off at PAX Australia in the panel, which was streamed, so you can definitely go check that out again. There was a segment for animated Corp Line, so you can see what Featherweight's been working on with that. It is being worked on. In fact, Corey is doing quite a bit of work on Corp Line.
Correct. We're getting a real workflow going on it. One more try. One more try.
I've done that so many times in a rhythm game, even one that doesn't auto-start the level.
Also,
it's just like, I'm just going to start this level. I can do one more, right?
We've probably got good reason to put rhythm games on one more if we wanted to.
It'd have to be some very specific rhythm games, I think, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know when I've played rhythm games on my home stream, every time I'm like, I'm only gonna make this stream like an hour long, guys. I'm tired, so I'm gonna play this rhythm game, because I like rhythm games, and I'm there for 2 hours. I'm never good at getting off after an hour on that. Fan of longer casts because of D&D. See, longer casts have their place, but we have some of those, and I feel like I don't have many short casts, which is why I like the shortness of Corp Line. Whereas, like, Dice Friends usually is around 2 hours. So if you want that longer form D&D type thing, you should check out our Dice Friends set. Also, you should absolutely watch that one visually, but only because I worked so hard to make overlay jokes.
And they're very good.
And most of the time, they're funny.
But when they're not, oh boy. Just like me. Okay, one last try. For real this time. I have to get to at least 60%. Otherwise it doesn't count. This is one of those games where when you figure out the rhythm, it feels really good.
Almost like they QA'd it quite a bit. Oh man, you felt like you were so in the zone.
Yeah, I did, didn't I? Wow, okay, you know what? It's so, you know the
What?
Tetris effect?
Yeah, no, I can actually see it.
Yes, okay. One more try. I don't know why I'm doing this. So you know when you like stand in a doorway and you push your arms up against the doorway? And then you like relax yourself and then walk out and then your arms just move up on their own accord? That's what's happening at the top of the screen for me. I can see the screen moving up, but that's only because my mind is compensating for the constant down motion. Because I'm staring directly at that green orb at the top.
I think probably one of the worst games I've had that we've played on here that I've had the effect with is Runner Bit Trip. Because the constant screen slide of that game.
Like, I hope this doesn't F up my balance.
It'd probably be okay. Maybe just don't stand right away after we, like... after we finish.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm getting sloppy now.
Okay.
So I'm going to call that there for me. Boy, this is an interesting game, and I enjoyed playing the parts that I did.
I think it's going to be a great filler game for when we... Like, I really don't think we're going to come back to this game for a full stream unless we don't know what else we can play.
Yeah.
Just because it's good, but I feel like we've experienced it.
Yeah, and it's not one that really gets us all together in engaged, because one of us has to be really paying attention, and then one of us ends up, running the chat or telling the lies.
No, I think we're pretty equal on our lie telling.
Yeah,
today.
it's true. Today was a very good one for that, but
which is why I'm actually quite excited about this game, because I feel like any game we can play where we're playing and we're like we feel free to do that has enough going on that isn't boring, but not so much that you can't do anything else but focus.
And again, this game never made me feel frustrated. Like, I kept feeling like I was getting better and getting better. So, yeah, liking it.
How did you find the first Beat Hazard? It was not my game.
Yeah. It's like, oh, well. Shall we
go through these?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you start us off?
Thank you so much to Tire's Red Right Hand, subscribing for 2 months in a row, 2 months of subbing for 7 months. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Amazon. Thank you, Tire.
Kyodar, for 27 months in a row, welcome back.
And welcome back to Fathom Sage, subscribing for 10 months in a row.
E-Block with that 115-bit cheer. Can't stand up with that attitude.
That's dangerous work. Hey, Lucky Annie, subscribed for 9 months in a row, saying you are both awesome. Ian, I designed my jack-o'-lantern similar to yours on TTSF. It was so delightfully creepy. So glad to see so many teeth coming out there. Great work.
Cualario? 15 months in a row, first resub with new baby, dubious parenting advice appreciated. Oh, we should not give out parenting advice. We are neither.
Nope. Quiet Cat, subscribing for 3 months in a row. I'm reading this loud. Sub for Plant Facts.
Nice. Wolveroo for 4 months in a row. Thanks for all the great entertainment. Thank you for having a fun name to say.
It's like a Polkaroo with a healing factor and claws.
So, no, I've been playing Twilight Princess, and every time I play it in the stream, I always start with, ooh, because wolf, Link, and I saw the wolf part, and I was just like, wolf, woo! So it was kind of a thing. That was just an automatic reaction.
Woo! What's this? It's the game. Hey, lots of luck. Subscribe for 11 months in a row. Thanks so much for joining the chat.
Ava Lenz cheered with 200 bits. I am contributing to the conversation. Yes, you are.
And Mr. Nibbles, subscribing for 30 more months in a row. Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme. Get on up. It's rhythm game time.
Oh. E-Block, giving us a couple of cheers with 100 bits. Thanks for the bits, Slayer people, and thanks for that stream, rather.
Mm-hmm. And Moosefilled Cat, subscribing for 49 months in a row, saying, woot, 49 months on my birthday weekend. Thanks for the streams.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Phil Cat. So that takes us to the end of our broadcast day here in the cafe and here at a Loading Ready Run in general. Shall we talk about what's...
I found the button.
Okay.
Well, that's for the birthday.
I was going to suggest we talk about what's coming up next, and that's going to be...
sure, we want to do that. We got some checkpoint on Monday at 2 p.m. It's going to be a chill point because... the people who went to PAX Australia will not be back yet, so at least Paul will be on that. I don't know if other people agreed to be on that. Maybe I'll come by. I'll see if I'm available, because I did enjoy streaming with, doing the Chill Point last week with Paul.
Always nice. Then, of course, after that, we got Dice Friends coming up at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
So they're doing a one-shot.
Correct.
Of that game they did before.
Yep.
Where the box was an amazingly great character.
That
is the whole reason why we the box command in our chat now.
I did not realize that. The name of that game.
We ended up with 3 people, and the box kind of ended up in the 4th person spot.
Spectaculars is the name of it that we're playing. Dusk City Outlaws. Spectaculars.
Yes, Dusk City. So that'll be at 6 p.m. on our channel.
So catch that there.
For that.
Then on Tuesday, we're running it back with 9 o'clock. James is playing Minecraft at 9 a.m. Pacific with Baruch, Unu, and the rest of them.
If there's anything James loves, it's Minecraft.
Yep.
And
New things.
Tuesday will be Adam with the Red Dead Redemption 2.
Giddy it up. Yeah.
Yeah, that horse simulator game.
Yes. Horse simulation.
I've heard good things about it.
And then one more, of course, rounds out Tuesday.
And then James comes back for the other game he loves, Minecraft.
And by rounding out, I mean that they'll be talking simulator after, where Corey and Cam are coming in to talk about
idle clicker games.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one.
Which is one of, like, as far as I'm concerned, Corey's specialty knowledge areas, because she plays more idle clicker games than anyone I know.
She does play a lot of them.
She knows where some really good ones, though, because I like to play idle clicker games every now and then, too, and I always ask her for suggestions, because she knows the fun ones.
Right, so that takes us up to Tuesday.
The rest of the week doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. You can.
Or if it does, you can check that out on the loadingreadyrun.com website. There is a schedule button up at the top of that website called Live or something. That will tell you when
you'll get
stuff
a schedule. But you know what else you can find on loadingreadyrun.com?
What else can I find there?
Links to our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, where you can help us out by dropping some cash on a monthly basis. We appreciate all of you who do. We appreciate all of you who choose to support us over at twitch.tv through your subs and bits there. And of course, those of you who just straight up watch our things, that's what's most important. We appreciate it so much. Heather, where can people find you that's not Loading Ready Run?
Oh, well, you can find me on the Bird site Twitter at Lunar Jade, also on the Twitch site that you are currently on, unless you're watching this on YouTube, but twitch.tv/LunarJade, where I'm in the middle of a 365 stream day challenge. I hit day 332 today.
You keep saying in the middle, and you are very clearly at the tail end. Congratulations are going to be in order soon.
Yes, don't do that early.
No.
I'm not there yet.
And
I will feel real bad if people congratulate me and then I don't make it and I somehow trip just before getting to the last
no
day.
Congratulations.
Because that there should be nothing in my way, but we all had like the internet do fun things at the office the other day, so who knows?
No congratulations yet, but what I'm saying is if there's a sale on champagne in the next month or so, now might be a good time to...
Champagne.
No, not for you, for them.
Oh, well, yeah, you go drink all the champagne you want if you're into it. My chat's about tea.
Ah, okay.
But enough about my chat. Tell me about yours.
Send the champagne to me and we'll drink it over at twitch.tv/tiltyhouse. That's TILTYHOUSE. You can find us at Tilty House on Twitter and on mastodon.social. That's where we stream Yakuza on Tuesdays and Fridays, and Corey streams all sorts of things Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at noon. Jacob's on alternating Wednesdays doing the World of Darkness, and that's what we do over at TILTY.HOUSE.
So let me get this straight. Tilty House.
Yes.
3 streamers.
Yes.
Jacob and Corey, who play all variety. And you, Yakuza.
I don't have any time to play anything else, Heather.
It's fair. I'm just trying to understand, get this straight.
Yeah, because we do a lot of stuff here at Loading Ready Run, which is where you're watching now.
You could say that Yakuza is a variety game, given how many mini-games are within that game.
I wouldn't say no to that.
So, and there's 10 of them now? I don't know. 8? 6? 5? 7? 12?
Wait.
How many Yakuza games are there?
7, I believe. Yes. 1 through 6, 0. And a Dead Souls game.
Wait, Zero's separate?
Yes. Zero is a separate game.
So that's like the prequel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dead Souls?
Wait, no, you're right. I'm wrong. So there's 1 through 6 plus 0, so that's 7, plus the Ishin, plus the there's another one that takes place in the Warring States period, so that's 8 games plus the Yakuza Dead Souls, so that's 8 Yakuza games total.
There's a Yakuza game that takes place in the Warring States.
Yes.
That universe is very wide.
Yep, it's a great game. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching today. We'll see you next. Yes, one more.
One last Rhythm Cafe before
the event.
Before the event, I believe our pick for that is going to be Taiko for the PS4.
PS4,
because there are different songs on that, and we're using that as our excuse to play Taiko again.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to using the controllers as sticks. I don't think that's going to be happening. They really should, though. They've got the same
I think
thing.
we have to push buttons. Okay. We're going to be much better at that game.
Yes. Good night, chat. We'll see you in a week's time.
Bye.